Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Buddha Affirmation. Here every story has a purpose and every lesson is meant to help you grow in a life. So let's dive into a new story that will teach you that how you can keep your mind calm in bad situations. So let's start the story. Once upon a time in a small village, some villagers came to meet Buddha. They had many problems in their lives and hoped that Buddha could provide them with solutions. Buddha, with great patience, listened to their concerns and understood their worries. The villagers explained that they could not find peace in their minds and were always anxious and restless. Seeing their struggles, Buddha decided to teach them an important lesson about why their minds were so restless and anxious and how they could find inner peace. Buddha told the villagers, "Let's go on a short walk." Curious and eager, the villagers agreed and began following Buddha. After walking for a while, they reached a calm, quiet pond. The water in the pond was so calm and clear that it reflected everything like a mirror. Buddha pointed to the pond and said, "Look at how clear and peaceful this water is." The villagers nodded, admiring the beauty and calmness of the water. Then Buddha turned to one of his disciples and asked him to bring a bowl of water from the pond. The disciple did as instructed and filled the bowl with the clear pond water. He brought it back to Buddha and placed it in front of him. Buddha looked at the water for a moment and then gave the disciple another task. He said, "Now throw a stone into the pond." Without hesitation, the disciple picked up a small stone and threw it into the pond. As soon as the stone hit the water, ripples spread across the pond, and the once clear water became muddy and disturbed. Buddha smiled and asked the disciple, "Now tell me, is the water still clear or has it become dirty?" The disciple answered, "Master, the water has become dirty." Buddha asked another question, "Can you drink this water now and quench your thirst?" The disciple replied, "No, Master, the water is no longer suitable to drink." Buddha, still smiling, and said, "Let's wait for a little while. Let's see what happens." The villagers and the disciple watched the pond closely. After a few minutes, the ripples in the water began to calm down, and slowly the dirt and mud settled to the bottom. Soon, the surface of the pond was once again clear, just like it had been before. And Buddha then asked, "Now look at the water. How does it appear?" The disciple responded, "The water is clear again, just like it was before." Buddha nodded and began to explain the lesson behind this simple act. Buddha said, "This pond is like your mind. When something happens that disturbs you, your mind becomes cloudy and unclear, just like this water did when the stone was thrown into it. When your mind is restless, it is hard for you to think clearly or make good decisions. Just like you would not want to drink this dirty water. But if you give it some time, just like we waited here, the water will settle and the dirt will sink to the bottom, allowing the water to become clear again. In the same way, if you allow your mind some time to calm down, it too will become clear. Only when your mind is calm and clear can you think properly and make wise choices." He further explained, the water in the pond naturally became clear on its own after some time. And in the same way, your mind will naturally find peace if you give it time to settle. No matter what situation you are facing, you must learn to be patient. Decisions made in a hurry when your mind is still disturbed are often wrong. But if you wait patiently and give your mind time to calm down, your thought will become clear and you will be able to make better decisions. The villagers were deeply moved by Buddha's teaching, they realized that life's problems and challenges were unavoidable, but inner peace could only be found when the mind was calm. Buddha also taught them that the root cause of their restless mind was their desires and expectations. When people constantly crave something or live in fear, their minds remain unsettled. But if we allow our minds to be free from these attachments, they can remain peaceful and steady. The villagers thought about their own lives and realized that often when they faced difficult situations, they would react too quickly, making bad decisions because their minds were clouded by worry, anger, or fear. They saw that, like the pond, their minds needed time to settle in order to think clearly. Buddha emphasized that patience and calmness were the keys to dealing with life's problems. He said, whenever you face a difficult situation, instead of reacting right away, take a moment to pause and let your mind calm down. Only then should you make a decision. The villagers understood that many times in life they had made decisions out of anger, stress, or fear, only to regret them later. But Buddha's lesson showed them that if they took a moment to step back, calm their minds, and think things through, they could avoid many unnecessary problems and make wiser choices. Buddha also explained that peace of mind did not depend only on outside circumstances, it also depended on how they viewed those situations. Even if things around them were chaotic, they could still find peace if they kept their minds steady and calm. External situations may not always be under your control, but your mind is. If you keep your mind peaceful, no matter what happens outside, you will be able to handle it. But if your mind is restless, even the smallest problem will seem overwhelming. The villagers lived that day with deep understanding of how their minds worked. They had come to Buddha looking for solutions to their problems, expecting him to give them answers. Instead, they learned a valuable lesson that the solution was not in changing the outside world, but in calming their inner world. This story teaches that patience and peace of mind are essential in life. No matter how hard the circumstances may be, if we take the time to calm our mind and think clearly, we can face any challenge. Rushed decisions made in moments of emotional turmoil are often ones we regret later. But if we give ourselves the space to calm down, we can make better decisions and live more peacefully. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, hit like button, and for more such stories, subscribe to our channel. Thank you and stay positive.